In this video, I'm going to show you how I clean all the change I find from metal detecting. Well, it's the next review I wanted to give you guys. It's late night. It's about 1 in the morning. I just got this today, and I wanted to cut it open live. I got it from, what is it called? I can't remember the name of the company, but I'll put it in the link below. So this is I'll just show you. I actually forget the name of it too. So, all right, we'll leave that out so you guys can't see where I live. Okay. Maybe leave that out too. God. Oh God. I don't even know what it says on that. That's alright. Alright, there's the box. I can't remember. It's so late. I can't think right now. This is the thing I'm going to use to clean my change. So this is a big, big moment. This is $125. I looked and looked around all over the place. This one is actually made in the US. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's a tumbler. It's a tumbler. So this is going to be able to clean all the change I have. I'm not going to get involved with it right now, but I will make a video tomorrow. Lortone. I cut my hand today. It's a long story. Lortone tumbling barrel. So tomorrow I will make a video of me cleaning some change. I'll take this all out and I'll do a step-by-step for you guys. I'll make sure there are the instructions. I don't want to read in case it has my address and everything on it. Alright guys, but it is late here. I think it's almost 1 a.m. I don't even know. We're going into Sunday now. I just uploaded the other metal detecting video, but I had a ton of change, didn't know how to clean it. Looked everywhere, didn't want to buy a cheap piece of crap off Amazon. Searched and searched, and then I found Lortone. And I think this is the right one. It's smaller, it's expensive, but as far as I know, it's made in the US. And all the reviews were great, and I looked a lot before I purchased. So let me get this all together tomorrow out of here. It's in my room right now, so and then do that tomorrow. Alright guys, see you tomorrow. This is the long-awaited video of the change cleaning. So I searched for a while. I had all this change. This is some of it here that I got through the years metal detecting, and I didn't know. I looked online, I saw the cheap ones, on Amazon, like the National Geographic tumblers and everything else, and I tried the baking soda vinegar trick. It didn't really work. So I looked and looked, and I finally found this Lortone Tumbler. In the beginning of the video, you saw me unboxing it. I bought it from a place called Kingsley North online. It was about $125. So what I'm going to show you today, I've used this for about a week or 2 weeks now, something like that, and I just wanted to show you all the tricks and all the mistakes, problems I've solved, and how I figured out how to do this. Now I bought stainless steel beads. They were sold out of them, so I had to buy them on Amazon for $20. It's totally unnecessary. It actually makes things worse. So you have a total mess. So it's great in theory, but when you get in the real world here, it doesn't work. It works, but it's totally, totally unnecessary. The change sort of cleans itself, and that's what I found out. If you want to make it sparkling clean, you can do all that, but then when you strain it, you have these little pieces of metal all over the place, and then you try to run it down the drain, and they're almost going down the drain, and it gets very complicated. Now what I do is, this is what I do. I fill this halfway. It says 3/4, it says everything else. I think halfway is fine. And you have to keep in mind the weight. So these things are generally made for rocks, and I think they say to fill them like 3/4 full. This is how I do it, and I'll show you. So this is half full of water, just plain water. I take Dawn dish soap, and I just put like a You don't need much, like a drop like that. That's all you need. You do not want to put any more in. I made the one mistake of using hand soap because I was too lazy to go upstairs. So I had all this downstairs, which is smart too. You don't really want to do it on a table because once in a while it will leak. And I think they all leak. I think this is a good model. It's made in the US. The company went out of business, then another company bought them and they came back. It's a long story, but they're back now. And they just had the smaller model now. This is for 3 pounds. So you could do a maximum of 3 pounds of weight on here. If you put any more on, it will not spin. The roller just won't move. So I used hand soap and it completely got all over the place. It was a disaster. Just use regular dish soap. And I don't even know if you need soap. You could probably do it without soap. So that's one thing I wanted to say. They have bigger poundage for this. I think they have 6 pounds. It gets more expensive. So this is for 3 pounds. So what else? I think that was about it. But I did use the dish soap. Bad move. So then what I do is I have all this change here in front of me. This is very dirty. And this is from when I try to clean it with the vinegar or baking soda. So just drop it in. Now once in a while this did leak on me, and I'll get into that in a moment. I think it's from the gas buildup. So when you have the change spinning in here, it creates heat, which creates gas, which pushes the seal off, which sometimes will make it leak. Now, the next step is to have a scale. So this is the plain scale I have had for years, Sharper Image. It's just stuff I use to weigh packages and everything for the post office. So go into poundage mode. I hope you guys can see that. So I weigh it. So we're at 211. Now what you'll see is that's probably gonna be a little bit too much. So I'm gonna take a little bit out. I usually go to about 210. Because when you add the rest of the stuff, you start getting close to 3. I like to keep it under 3. I say 210 and 1/8 on that. That's probably gonna be fine. Now, the next step is to put this seal on. So what I do is I push the seal down in. You wanna make sure it's all clean. Like you don't want, now this has been used a bunch of times. I've been using this for a while. I wanted to use it for a little bit before I made a video. So I was just like, I wanted to give you guys great information as far as I could, as best I could. And see, you always want to keep this on the floor. First of all, I'm just doing this to show you guys, okay? So push the seal in like this. You don't want to go like a maniac because it's a delicate item. You don't want to don't do anything forceful with this. Just press it down like that. And you take this metal cover on like that. Then you take this washer, put the washer on top like that. Now the next step is to put this little nut on top, and this is where a lot of problems start. So people go totally bonkers, I think, from what I've read, and they use tools and stuff to tighten this down. You don't need to tighten it down that hard. I don't think you want it that hard, because what happens is this metal, this is really light duty metal. You'll push it in and then you mess everything up. You don't want to crank it on like a total nut. You just want to put it on just snug. So what I do is you'll keep twisting it, and you'll get to a point, just gently, keep going. I'm just doing this very gently, and it stops. So right there it stops. So I'm just doing it very lightly, like this. And it will take you a while to get used to that. But see, it's dead stop there. So I'll show you one more time. I can show you about how many twists if you want me to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So about 11 twists, and it's on there for mine at least, about 11 total twists. Close. Okay? So the next step is We gotta weigh it again. So we're gonna weigh it. I should have weighed it before I did all that. I'm gonna weigh it, make sure it's under 3 pounds. So 2, 13, and 5/8. So that's fine. I usually keep it about 210. I don't want to push it to the max, because if you go over 3 pounds, you'll see it will just sit there and be like, what's wrong with it? Well, you need to weigh it. It's very important that you weigh it. It's actually probably necessary. So if you don't have a scale, you're gonna need a scale. Unless you want to go way underweight, or I guess just keep putting it on there until it spins, but I don't recommend that. Now, what you want to do next is, I'm going to put it on the tumbler, and we want to make sure this black piece is in this little metal groove here. Like so, and I like to shake it. Now you see, it's not leaking. It's not leaking. Put it on like so. And then they have this little button to turn it on. Now, this is one thing I'll tell you, and this is a pro tip, this is an advanced tip. If you have this on the ground, if it's plugged in and you have it on the basement floor, which I suggest you do it on a floor that you like tile or something where you can clean up, because it might leak. I think they all leak. So, and I'm using this for change, not rock, so I don't know if there's a big difference. Make sure you keep this off the floor. So don't keep it like right next to the machine. If you keep it like right here, if it lands here somehow and this leaks and it comes on this, now I think this might be waterproof, but I wouldn't guarantee it. I would somehow elevate this off the ground. Either put it on top of it, get this away from this. Just keep it up. Now what I do is I take a paper bowl. I have a paper bowl downstairs. I just put it on top of the bowl just to keep this away. So they've designed this in such a way, this machine, so if it does leak, so you have an empty space there, the engine, the motor, whatever you want to call it, is in here. So when it does leak, it doesn't get on here. And I think that's why it was designed. I think they're just notorious for leaking, all of them. Not just this one, all of them. So I'll just turn it on quick. There you go. And it just spins and spins. Now, what I do is I leave this spin for about an hour or two. I come in, I take it out. I take everything apart. Do it for about an hour. When you first start, maybe after 20 minutes until you get a hold of things. So see this seal? It will start to come off after a while. So what you have to do is, you have to come in here again and make sure this seal is on tight. And then once it gets on there tight, see that I'm pulling? It's tightly sealed. So it makes its own sort of barrier. What I've noticed is after about, and this is general, after about maybe 4 hours, once in a while I'll look over and go, oh, it's leaking on the floor. And you have mud water coming out of here basically at that point, because this soapy water, it cleans it. It's like a black sludge type of mess that comes out of here. This creates gases. So this change is rolling around in here creating heat. There's soap bubbles in there and the gases start to build up in here. What I do is after maybe 2 hours, hour, 3, whatever, you kind of have to figure it out. Pop this off, let it out. Put it back in again. Get this, let the gases out, put it back on, and then redo it. They say you can leave this go overnight. I would not do that, because I think you're gonna wake up and it's gonna be a mess. I think it's gonna be all over the place. What I would do is just use it while you're home and while you can keep an eye on it, and just peek in every half hour or hour and make sure it's not leaking. That's just how you're gonna have to do it. You cannot let it go overnight. You can try it, but I think it's gonna end up bad for you. So what I would do is I would just do it while you're home. Like if I go to the store or something, I'll turn it off and then I'll turn it back on when I get back. That's what I do. You only need to clean the change probably for about 5 or 6 hours. Something like that. You don't need to go totally crazy. All you're trying to do is get this to the bank. That's the end game, is get this in the coin machine at the bank so you can get money. That's it. We're not taking this to the Smithsonian Museum, this change. It's just not going to be friends with us for a long time. We're just trying to get rid of it. At least I am. So that's pretty much it, I think. I don't know if there's any... Oh, and the other thing, I would have a bucket. Do not dump this stuff down your drain. What I do is I take this at the end, and I have a bucket, and I dump as much as I can. Then I fill it back up with fresh water, dump it in a bucket again, and then maybe a third time. Then once the water starts getting clear, then I'll rinse it, and I'll pour some down the drain. You're always gonna have little tiny, especially I think it's from the pennies, you're gonna have like a sheen down there of little tiny pieces of metal. I'll take that out, rinse it out, and throw it outside, or take like a squirt bottle and rinse that. Try to get that outside if you can. I don't know if I dumped that down the drain. So that's about it, guys. So I just wanted to show you this is the right way to do it, in my opinion. Now, I think it'd be interesting if you go to Kingsley North and tell them that you heard it from me. You could use my name. Maybe you'll get 10% off. Maybe if enough people call, they'll start giving 10% off. I don't know. I would think so. Just tell them, use my name at the top. I'll put the link in the description below. And who knows, if you get 1 million phone calls, maybe they'll just start giving people discounts. It can't hurt. It'd be interesting. Give it a little try. But they're a good company, and they got it right out the same day I ordered it. I think on a Wednesday, and they mailed it out on a Wednesday. They were very helpful. A person actually answered the phone, and it was cheaper than buying it off the site. I think it was came to about $150 on their website, and they offered free shipping on Kingsley North. Okay, so if there's anything else, I'll add it later on, but I think that's about it. But this is a great machine. So far, I've been using it for 2 weeks. I've read really, really good reviews. It took me a long time to find this thing. I was looking all over on Amazon. I saw garbage. I saw the National Geographic $20. Then I saw eBay. It's just junk garbage. All from China. This is going to be your best version you can buy without spending... You get into with the jar doctor, you get into $1,000, $1,200 for bottles. That would work good too if you want to do bottles. I would go towards that angle. But if you're just doing change, this is a very simple machine. It could do quite a bit. You could see it did almost all that. If you just do it a little bit at a time, I think they have a 6-pound model. You don't need the 6-pound model. You could, but for the amount of change, I know what you're finding on average out there, you could just probably do it every few weeks in the summer when you're detecting. Alright, so thank you for watching. I'll put all the links below where I bought it, and if you want to buy one. And if you have any questions, you can comment below. And thanks for watching, guys. I know I said I was going to get this up for a while, and I finally got to it, so have a good day, guys, and bye for now. So it's been 6 hours later. So this is what you get after you tumble it. It's not perfect. Some of these, like these pennies, are in really, really bad condition. A lot of them I don't know. You could run to the machine. That one you could probably put in a little bit longer. You can see it comes out good enough. Like a lot of this will go right through the machine. But the pennies are never really gonna come clean. It's just they're eaten away. All those are craters in there. Now if you put the stainless steel bits in there, it might clean it, but I just don't see where you're getting yourself with that. It just seems like a waste of time. There's a nickel. So I hope you can see. There you go. I put it by the window so we get some light. Alright guys. But this is ready. Oops, this is ready for the bank now. And but thanks for watching, and if you could like the video and leave a comment if you have any questions. Alright, talk to you soon. Bye for now.